Greetings and salutations. It is I, Lilith von Bloodworth, your ghoulish bombshell from hell, who returned from the netherworld by being clever and slick, but mostly because Satan was so impressed with the way she took. Welcome to Mondo Creepy, the only show that streams from a haunted and wicked and unholy video store that, like me, has been damned for all eternity. Ugh, it's still not as evil as Blockbuster Video. Tonight, I have something very special to present to you. A new film that's making its broadcast premiere on this very show. A new film? What? Is this a joke? The director personally donated a screener copy to this show. And he's actually seen it. This show. I don't even know what to say. Let's just get on with it, shall we? Drawing on inspiration from such exploitation classics as the Sybil Danning and Wendy O. Williams' masterpiece, Reform School Girls.
Here they are, the loveliest girls in the history of socially conscious cinema. Reform School Girls.
Add a dash of John Micklethorpe's rock and roll nightmare.
What are we supposed to do here?
Rehearse, lame brain.
A healthy dose of Return of the Living Dead. Add a side order of the horrifying Troop Beverly Hills, starring Shelley Long. I'm going to have nightmares for a week. Thank you. Tonight, we're watching Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, a future film classic in the tradition of Shawshank Redemption.
You're not top bitch in this fucking place. I am, you little cunt!
Well, maybe not exactly like Shawshank Redemption. More like the Shawskank Redemption. Later on, I'll read some viewer mail. But in the meantime, we have a film to watch. A genuine film that's not in the public domain. Not some public domain piece of crap. You know, the kind of crap that we usually show. Really? All the way from 2020? It's just so odd saying that. I present, for your viewing pleasure, Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre.
coming after you into your room. We're gonna have some fun. And I chase after you, don't have a clue to what I become. And now I'm gonna eat your brain, drive me insane, be one of my own. You know they got me, these fucking zombies, and I'll be one of them tonight. You know they got me, these fucking zombies.
Would you hurry up in there? You're taking too long.
I'm gonna be on the rag any minute. I don't want a repeat of the movie Carrie in here.
Okay, I get it.
Have I ever told you girls how it is that I got into this mess in the first place?
Only about 400 times.
Well, I'm gonna tell you again because I'm premenstrual and I damn well need to get this off my fucking chest.
Okay, Eliza. I'm gonna ask you some questions now. Okay?
Okay.
The passenger that was taken to the hospital after the flight, did you accidentally put something in his drink?
No.
Is it true that you showed up for work under the influence of alcohol?
No.
Is it true you propositioned a customer to go into the bathroom and perform oral sex for money?
No.
You know what I think? I think you're nothing but damaged goods. Is that what you want people to think of you? As a degenerate? As a delinquent? I can promise you this. When I find out that you're lying, and we prove that you're lying, you are going to jail.
Wow, you think that's bad. Did I ever tell you girls about the time I did my nursing residency? It all started a very long time ago when I was a very young girl.
The barking dog howls in frosty moonlight.
Mr. Hoover, it's time for your enema.
But I'm just here to get my tonsils out.
Sir, if you do not cooperate, I'm going to have to sedate you.
You guys think that that's bad? You should hear my story. It all started when I was working at the Rutgers car wash, earning money so I can go to massage therapy school.
How about a little full service?
So you want the full package?
Oh, this is what I call full service.
it's a very productive day today, Wendy. Lots of money has been raised to help all them babies in Sri Lankas.
Thank you, sir. Here you go. Boy, I'm just glad I can help those orphans.
Wow, what do you think that's bad? You should hear about my antics when I was a cheerleader at South Jersey State. I blackmailed all 3 of my professors into giving me $1,000 a week allowance.
Your antics are famous all over the internet. We don't need to hear about them again. You're all familiar.
God damn it, Liza, you little bitch. You think you fucking own this place. You let all the other little pissants tell their little stories, and then you butt in when it's my turn? Well, I'll tell you something. You're not top bitch in this fucking place. I am, you little cunt!
Top dog in this place. Line up. All of you, line up. That's right. Everybody behaves and nobody gets tased.
But Miss Bush, she started it. She really did it.
I don't care who started it, goddammit. I'm sure as hell gonna finish it. Listen, I've gotta learn to respect authority. Gotta learn to respect the whip, then maybe you'll respect authority. The whip is family.
Don't you dare move. There's more of Mondo creepy on the way, right after this.
Beyond space. Beyond time. In order to escape from an intergalactic prison, they must become Galaxy Warriors. Galaxy Warriors.
I'm your host from the edge of the unknown, Major Harlan Dean. Today marks the beginning of the annual Mothman Festival in Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And to commemorate this wonderful event, I've elected to dedicate this entire show to the theme of cryptozoology. I guess for lack of grace, we're talking about monsters tonight, everybody.
Hello again, creepers. It's your sassy succubus of the screen with all of the screams, Lilith Von Bloodworth. Tonight, we're watching Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre. I hate to break it to you, but if you're just joining us, you've already missed the first reel. However, I'm here to bring you up to speed, so spit that Tide Pod out of your mouth and pay attention.
Is that what you want people to think of you? As a degenerate?
The film kicked off with our 4 main incarcerated heroines sharing their backstories, the only way any good women in prison film should, with a gratuitous and quite obligatory shower scene.
Would you hurry up in there? You're taking too long. I'm gonna be on the rag any minute. I don't want a repeat of the movie Carrie in here.
If you're like me, you have to respect the fact that the director has no delusions about what kind of film that this really is.
We're not making a Godard film here. Get these 2 greased up, and then we'll move on to the anal beads.
We now return to Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, right here on Mondo Creepy.
No. Patsy, we're not making a Godard film here. Get these 2 greased up, and then we'll move on to the anal beads.
You cunts are lucky I say. It's just getting warmed up. Wormwood, New Jersey Women's Correctional Facility, this is Warden Bush speaking.
And for Christ's sakes, Patsy, show us some rosebud this time. Cassandra, lovely to hear your voice. How's the little one? Hasn't come out yet. Gonna let him cook a little bit longer then, eh?
Claw, you have the absolute most shit timing. But I still love you, brother. I was just teaching a lesson to my little girls. Little cunts. That fucker's still in there. I haven't gotten rid of it yet.
Good. Well, there is a reason for my call, sister. It's not just to give you a hard time about being knocked up. I have a favor to ask of you.
A favor? Well, you were a big help to me when I was under investigation by the Better Business Bureau, and you did a lot for me when I was trying to open up that dress barn in Atlantic City. Go on.
No, Patsy. I need you to get my glory hole. Get Jordan Lube all over it, you queen. Move this light just a cunt hair to the left. Just a cunt hair.
Claw, if you're gonna direct your little smut movies, why don't you do it when you aren't on the phone with your sister? I do have some cunts to attend to in the other room.
Where was I? Oh yes. I'm gonna need your help, sister. And maybe the help of your little prison sluts.
Reform school girls.
Yeah, whatever. I have a plan to us both rich. With the money I've been paying these twink rocker boys, you and I could have opened up at least 10 dress barns by now.
What in God's name are you rambling on about?
I'll tell you what I'm rambling about. Money! I have a plan to turn all of these pretty little indie rock, guitar-toting, emo, math, rock-loving boys in this neighborhood into my own personal lobotomized sex slaves. Vis-a-vis a new serum I have created in my laboratory. Yes. Oh, yes. 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 Patsy! I am doing business! I am on the phone! I am doing business and I am on the phone! Get in your cage! Do your paperwork! Boys, would you like to take a douche break? As I was saying, I have finally developed the perfect serum. And now, all I need is a way to distribute it to all of the twink rocker boys of the world. And then, they'll do my smut films for free, and you and I can keep the profits. And open up even more dress barns. Patsy!
I still don't see how I come into this.
I'll tell you where you come into this, sis. I must, of course, have a way to transmit the serum to these lovely boys. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I have your prison sluts do it for me.
Reform school girls. You know, I have been trying to think of a way to get out of this lousy business. Our father, God rest his soul, turn over in his grave to see the sorry state of this institution. I could never raise the money to renovate it. If only there was some way I could just walk away from this business and just make money off of unstylish women. It'd be a dream come true.
Just a minute. Bastards. Hey, sis. Do you still have ties with that Ghoul Scout program? You know, one where girls earn badges for things like penmanship or river kayaking, or being the first to stain their damn underpants after reading a Judy Blume book?
Yes, sir.
Well, perhaps these sluts, they could sell some cookies, you know, door to door to the homes of the rocker boys. Have them sell some samosas, thin clits, some tagadongs.
Only they'd be buying a one-way ticket to the world of human trafficked sex slavery.
Precisely.
Well, this is a plan so evil. Only you and I could have thought of it together, brother.
You can do it. We can help. You can do it.
We can
We
help.
can help.
You
You
can
can
do
do
it.
it. We can help.
Fashion at a fraction.
I know you're sitting there, looking down your nose at Dr. Claw and his sister Cassandra for whipping up a diabolical scheme that involves the lobotomization and sexual enslavement of indie rock pretty boys. But shame on you. Haven't you ever heard the expression, you should never judge a person until you've knocked them down unconscious and then literally walked a mile in their shoes because you stole them? I don't know how you were raised, but I'm certain that's the expression. What I'm trying to say, is that it's not easy being a small business owner. All poor Cassandra wants is to break free from the family business or profession, which happens to be a part of the exploitive and oppressive prison industrial complex, and open a dress barn so she can take advantage of frumpy elderly women with no fashion sense at all. What's so wrong about that? You know, I used to be an entrepreneur myself. Back when I was alive, still in the 80s, in the late 80s, I had a string of 1-900 numbers. Let's face it, if Grandpa Al Lewis could make a quick buck with one, then why not Lilith? Unfortunately, the entire enterprise went tits up. It's a shame that all of those commercials are lost to the annals of time. I was quite good in all of them too. If I do say so myself. What do you mean? You still have those commercials? They're available for anyone to see on YouTube. No, this really isn't the place or time for that. I don't care if you've queued one up. Don't you dare roll that.
What makes sexy women all over America comfortable enough to belch like this? Call 1-900-976-BURP and hear it for yourself. $2 the first minute, $45 each additional minute. If you're under 18, don't ask your parents before you call. Just do it. That's 1-900-976-BURP.
Mondo Creepy will return after this break with more of Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, a film that features men who are not afraid to express overtures of love and speak eloquently about their romantic desires.
I'm talking about real girls who come here and have sex with us. Sluts, you know, like sluts.
Be right back.
Hiya, kids. It's me, your friend Grandpa. I gotta tell you, I am starting a new club, and I want you to join. It's called the Junior Vampires of America. I mean, you'll hear scary monster stories. Now, to call, you gotta ask your parents' permission and call this phone number, 1-900-909 4300. You'll hear all about my monster friends, learn how to get a free vampire patch, and a list of special vampire tricks and secrets. So call 1-900-909-4300. Learn how to scare your friends, even yourself. Join Grandpa's Junior Vampires of America Club, and I will make you a junior vampire.
Hey kids, call 1-900-909-4300. That's 1-900-909-4300 to hear Grandpa's scary stories and join the Junior Vampires Club. Just $2 the first minute, 45 cents each additional. Ask Mom or Dad first.
We interrupt your TV show already in progress. This is Hannah Goldman with Orrstown News. We are receiving reports of an incident. There may have been an assailant.
All of a sudden, this crazy guy came in. My virgin eyes have never seen anything so shocking and so scary in my entire life.
Henry Lee Palmer's dead.
Remember last time?
And he starts slashing and slashing.
He sank to the bottom of a lake and drowned.
It's Carney! He's back!
He was wearing a goddamn clown mask!
Honestly, I don't think I could ever go to a fraternity party again.
This guy's dead set on finishing Henry Lee's business.
No, it's personal. It's definitely about me.
Yes, but why?
That's what we need to figure out.
You know what? I don't want to go to some Massacre Academy.
My name, Magneto Faith, and if you don't believe in ninja, well, I've got one hell of a story for you. Even I didn't suspect that El Qazi was still around, but he was here, and with plenty of ninja. Their mission? Kill us.
Whether you know me or whether you don't, rumor has it you've been hanging out, looking for trouble and spreading your lies. Just come out fighting. The time is gonna do and die.
You fucking bastard.
It's your late night special lady fiend, Lilith Von Bloodworth. And instead of the crusty public domain dreck that we usually feature on this program, tonight we're watching Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre. Well, aren't you lucky?
I've got some excellent news for you. You might be the luckiest cunty cunts ever to have walked the earth.
I couldn't agree more. So, put down your mobile, grab some popcorn, and sit back. Let's continue watching Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre right here on Mondo Creepy.
Well, I'm in love with a vampire girl. Oh yeah, she broke my heart. Oh yeah. And there's a werewolf outside that's waiting for me. Oh yeah. Oh baby, yeah. All right, it's almost time for our Satanic Cthulhu-leaning D&D break. Bust out the 20-sided dice, Mickey.
The game has already started, and since it has started, I will not respond to the name Mickey. My name is Lord Sterak Hemerson, the most feared. And as of last Tuesday, I'm a level 8 wizard.
Sounds good. Listen, there's something I've been meaning to talk to you about. We really need to get some girls around here.
Well, I don't know, man.
Look, man, here's the deal. I haven't had sexual intercourse with a woman in, say, 9 months, give or take. So why don't me and you hit up the Ace Hardware, scope out some hot chicks, and bring them back here for fucking purposes?
I don't know, man. I've been asking Beelzebub and the fish gods for girls every time I light a candle, but so far all I've gotten is some Vampire Hunter D action figures and a copy of Deep Throat.
Man, I mean, like, actually leave the house. Like, meet girls out in the real world, man.
Whoa, you mean like not in the world of Satanic Cthulhu D&D, but like on Second Life?
What? No, you idiot. Not in a song, not in a game, not in a movie, but in real life.
Whoa. I had an experience like that once.
Here we go.
So, there I was on this airplane. I was with my parents, going to the new zoological exhibit at the Walt Disney World Animal Kingdom when I saw her. Her hair shone like the radiant sunshine of the dark gods themselves. Like the original fish gods. Like Cthulhu or something. And her skin, it was like fish skin. I mean, not scaly or anything, just like nice and cool and exuberant, and fleshy. Oh, if I could just have reached out and touched it. Her hair flowed down her shoulders like the parting of the Red Sea or the changing of the tides. And her body, it was incredible. She looked like a goddess in her little flight attendant uniform. Maybe like Christie in Hellraiser. Or that girl in Nosferatu. The original Nosferatu, not the 1979 version. Well, she was hot too. And when I asked for that low sodium tomato juice, it was like asking for her hand in marriage.
All right, that's enough. I have heard just about as much as I could stomach. I am not talking about girls that you see in your dreams. I'm talking about real girls who come here and have sex with us. Sluts, you know, like sluts. Girls with no morals, girls with low moral fiber, sluts. Like the girls that Anton LaVey writes about that attend those orgiastic black mass events. You know, sex parties, the preacher's daughter type. You guys know what I'm talking about with the preacher's daughter types. I'm talking about sluts. The girls you see on late night Cinemax, those girls, but in real life. Sluts, but in real life. To bring back here, and when I say here, I mean our apartment, and when I say here, I mean our rehearsal space, and by here I mean your parents' house, and have sex with all of us. Or at least, you know, one of us, so he could tell the others about it.
I'm telling you, I met this girl in real life. It was real life. And we had a connection right there and then. We were like James Woods and Blondie and Videodrome. And it was like a real connection, not just some video creepy S&M thing or whatever that was. And if you don't believe it, then that is just like your problem, because I believe in this serendipity stuff. And those fish people.
What you believe, and don't bring Cthulhu into this, is crap. And I'm not gonna bring this negative energy into our D&D session.
Super curly, and then when I washed it, it was just oh, you'd like gross hair. It was gross.
Where were you last night, Linda? I waited around for you to play dress up.
You know where she was. She was treating herself to a little Warden Bush's Choco Taco. Little SS Cassandra cuttlefish pie. Yeah, she was down there licking the baby.
Oh, yeah. She was gobbling up my gash. She was eating up my cream-filled custard pie, siphoning out the strawberry filling.
But you weren't you? I mean, something was going on. You didn't show up.
Well, maybe I didn't want to play dress-up with you, Liza. Maybe some of us are more grown up than others. Maybe some of us live in the real world. Grow up.
Speaking of moon pies, here comes the sausage in a corset now.
All right, listen up, cunts. I've got some excellent news for you. You might be the luckiest cunty cunts ever to have walked the earth.
Oh, you disturbed my Vegemite.
Never mind that. So look, here's how it is. Who wants to get out of here early?
I do.
Oh, I only have room for 4 little cunts. I don't know why I'm going to choose you for, but I might just be the sweetest boy there ever was in this reform school. But you are not to make any trouble for me, and you're to do exactly as you're told. Understood?
Whatever you say, Miss Bush. Choco taco.
Now here's the deal. You're all going to be selling cookies for my niece's school scout troop. But first we have to re-educate you, make you suitable to join the natural world without bringing with you any of your bad girl tendencies. You're all going to undergo a strict re-education process under my supervision. And Linda, I'm going to need you to help me keep these bad girls in line.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, Miss Bush. Excuse me. Is this gonna be like that time that you had us lead the focus group for the dress barn?
No, nothing like that. So, after you've all undergone your re-education and served your time selling cookies, you'll be free to leave these 4 walls and rejoin the natural world. See you cunty cunts at 7 a.m. sharp in the infirmary.
Niece's Ghoul Scout troop? This sounds like another one of SS Cassandra's schemes. Like that Est Pyramid thing she had us do. Or the Cutco covert operation. Or the ShamWow demonstration. Or that Tupperware party at the Men's State Prison.
I say we do what she says. It's our only ticket out of here. Do we have a choice?
You would say that, Miss Etheridge.
Shut up, Liza! Wait, Miss Kissess has a point. We should maybe ride this thing out. It may very well get us out of this fucking hellhole, even if it is only for a few hours.
That's true.
Just like certain cast members in the Friends reunion special, the plot has significantly thickened. As Cassandra, I mean Ms. Bush, has lured Eliza, Sherry, Wendy, and Linda into her brother's nefarious plot under the guise of selling cookies for charity. Kids, while it's true that capitalism is the grease that keeps the world economy spinning, it's unethical to trick people into advertising, selling, and/or buying goods under false pretenses. Manipulating people for your own selfish and financial gain is wrong and sad. But not as sad as if something horrible happened to these cute and adorable little puppies. These precious little fur babies have physical and emotional needs, but their fragile lives could be snuffed out in an instant by a multitude of unseen forces that this cruel world has to offer. The best thing you can do to keep your mind off the potentially horrible fates that await these delightful, darling creatures is by purchasing the uncut and uncensored version of tonight's film, Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, on DVD. Just go to ghoulscoutthemovie.com and buy your copy today. Don't just do it for yourself, do it for the puppies. We'll be back with more of Mondo Creepy in a moment. But first, these exciting, totally ethical, and completely honest messages.
Every 10 or 15 years, a film is produced that is so overwhelming, so forceful in its impact, that it becomes deeply embedded in the mind.
Hi, this is Stuttering John Melendez from The Howard Stern Show. And for some really stupid reason, you're listening to the
Insufferable Bastards.
Great name for a podcast, morons.
disturbed or upset by depictions of terrifying graphic violence, hallucinogenic drug use, punk rock orgies, and nihilistic existentialism, you should not see The Theta Girl. If, on the other hand, you enjoy such depictions of frank, graphic adult material, this is the film for you. The Theta Girl. We cannot show you certain scenes of violence and gore in this preview, but every shot appears fully uncut in The Theta Girl. The Theta Girl. She brought the pills. He brought the kills. Due to the nature of this film's content, no one under 17 will be admitted. The Theta Girl.
It's your phantasmagorical femme fatale, Lilith von Bloodworth. I was just thinking about the mad scientist in tonight's film, Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, the diabolical Dr. Claw. I still can't figure out exactly what his evil plan is, although I wish he wasn't so vague.
The Twink Rocker boys will soon be my lobotomized sex slaves to induct into my money-making boy porn twink empire to sell overseas in Uzbekistan and other elite foreign Islamic markets.
Nope, I still don't get it. It's like he's talking in riddles. And now back to Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, right here on Mondo Creepy.
Pick up. Pick up.
Wormwood, New Jersey Women's Correctional Facility. This is Warden Bush speaking.
No time for formalities. I have it all mapped out for you. I have a schedule for you, and I have a way for us to keep in touch via video transmission from you to me and text messages.
Not to sound like a broken record, brother, but what in God's name are you blabbering about?
Sister, the Twink Rocker boys will soon be my lobotomized sex slaves to induct into my money-making boy porn twink empire to sell overseas in Uzbekistan and other elite foreign Islamic markets. I have been observing the luscious hipster rock and roll boys. I have addresses, I have maps, and I'm fully prepared to take over the world. By the way, how is your re-education process coming along?
Been up all night training those little cunts. Whip arm is tired. I hope to God those cunts do their job well. The last time they ruined my prepaid legal party.
Never mind that. You must come over right away before you head out with those prison sluts. I have to get you equipped with your lapel camera and special satellite SMS device.
You can do it. We can help.
You can do it.
You can do it.
We can
We
help.
can help.
You can
You
do
can
it.
do it. We can help.
Fashion
Fashion and
fraction. Together, we are like the most evilest duo since Jimmy Baker and Jessica Hahn.
Man, I don't feel so good. I drank all that Jolt Cola at the land.
That's your own fault, pagan.
You see that? You hear that sound? That's the sound of me getting housed. Yes. I am the champion.
Hello?
Hi. My compatriots and I are selling these Ghoul Scout cookies to support our troops and to help raise money to fight diseases like AIDS and tuberculosis and cholera.
That's beautiful. I'm a chickenpox survivor myself, but please do come in. Come in. Come in. Ladies. Ladies, welcome. Welcome.
Hi.
So, are you guys like religious or something?
I live with my mom and my stepfather. My band members and I are in this really cool mathy, garage, emo, flute-oriented prog rock metal punk band. We write songs about dark forces and fish gods.
I like music.
All right. So what are you guys selling exactly?
Oh, you see, in order to raise money for children with severe burns, we have been selling these Dolidos, samosas, thinklets, and tagadol.
Sherry, darling, we must not eat the merchandise under any circumstances. This is part of our oath as Ghoul Scouts. Do we not remember a Ghoul Scouts code of conduct?
I will uphold the highest ethics no matter what the situation. I will hold the tradition of my sisterhood
of my sisterhood to the highest
I will never succumb to evil deeds. I will follow the strictest discipline from my mentors, and I will never eat the merchandise under any circumstances.
Ever. Never.
Wow. That was creepy. It also gave me kind of a stiffy. So, what's your name?
My name is Liza Wonder.
Hi,
What's yours?
I'm Linda Lovelocks.
I'm Mickey Mayhem. My band is called the Vampire Godzillas. We have our first show tonight at the VFW of Wormwood. Would you girls like to come?
Would we?
I'm sorry, my girls are far too busy selling cookies to help the lepers in Indonesia to come to your little rock opera or whatever you... Excuse me a minute. On the other hand, it might be a good opportunity for my Ghoul Scouts to practice their social graces and their charm school badges. Well, it's settled. Boys, wouldn't you like to taste these delicious cookies?
I'll take 20 boxes.
20 boxes. Now there's a gentleman and a scholar.
Oh, thanks. But I have a dairy allergy, and it just makes me break out in hives, and my throat closes up, and my lips blow out, and I can't play the flute.
Oh, hey, I'll take one of those mid-clits.
Yes, the thin clips. Very good choice.
These tagadons look really good.
No, actually, thank you, but I'm octo-lacto vegan. You know, for a month there, I was fruitarian. They gave me this nasty anal discharge. So maybe you girls after the show maybe would like to come over and play some World of Warcraft?
I wouldn't push it, kid. Come down, girls. We've got about 50 houses to hit before Bassmasters comes on, and my TiVo's been full for a month. Let's go.
See you at the show tonight, Liza. I mean, girls.
Come again, boys. Thank you.
Your mom's house? Well, what about you? Anal discharge? We're done.
Rematch, alright, rematch.
Oh, man, I gotta get this tall solo now.
These tagadons are not too bad.
No, I guess.
Go left, go left. Don't tell me what to do. Thank you.
Thanks for staying up late with us. I just hopped online to order some Ghoul Scout cookies.
Dolidos, samosas, thinklets, and tagadol.
But they're surprisingly on the pricey side. So I figured I could save a lot of cash if I just made them myself. I mean, how hard could it be? I found a few recipes and I was able to scrounge together these ingredients that just happened to be lying around. Why there were fresh eggs, flour, butter, and sugar readily available inside an abandoned video store is a question for another day. But now, let's just stay focused on baking the cookies. Yes? For the most part, I think I have all this worked out. However, according to several articles that I've read, one of the most important ingredients required to make Ghoul Scout cookies is something called palm oil. And for the afterlife of me, I can't quite figure out how to squeeze oil out of this palm. This isn't working. But coming up, a really bad pickup line.
You're the hottest thing to walk in here since the rummage sale.
I have a feeling it's not going to work out. Stick around. I'll read some viewer mail when we come back. Why won't this bloody work?
Enter a nightmare world of unspeakable horror as blood-chilling adventure meets blood-curdling terror.
Captain?
A haunted moon on the edge of oblivion. A parasitic alien evil.
I'm not saying they're vampires, but they're some sort of undead creatures that feed on the blood of the living, and they shoot lightning from their eyes.
More terrifying than science fiction. Picture from the makers of Monster from Bikini Beach. Planet of the Vampire
Women. Searching for something a bit different in your horror podcast? Clamoring to understand human behavior? Looking for tips to navigate professional and personal life? Tune in to Mark D. Valenti's Brain Burrow. Mark will dig deep with guests, provide insight into human behavior, and have a little fun with the psychology of horror movie icons. Follow Mark on Instagram at Valenti Horror or subscribe to the Brain Burrow podcast.
Hey, creepers. As promised, it's now time for that always reliable and hopefully time-killing staple on horror host programs around the world, the obligatory viewer mail segment, right here on Mondo Creepy. As always, I asked you to send me your messages via electronic mail, also known as, so I've been told, as the e-mail. In fact, I personally put out an impassioned plea for letters and messages all across the Mondo creepy social media pages. And then I waited. And then I waited. And then I waited some more. And then nothing. No letters, no messages, just a couple of dick pics. Finally, after a month of waiting, I made one last attempt to shame people into sending emails and messages so that I may present the illusion of organically padding out the runtime of this show. So let's see if all of this cajoling has paid off. What do we have here? This first letter is from a Mr. Kelly Lute. Dearest Lilith, strange indeed, all of the undead people I know have Rocket Mail accounts. How many undead people do you know? He goes on, Gmail. Gmail? Very unusual for a pulseless person, particularly a pulseless person of your particular pulchritude and panchromatic hue. I prefer the term undead American. Thank you very much. I don't know what pulchritude means, but I commend you for your use of alliteration. On a more related topic, and not so much personal, demonical, how about showing some awesome moldy Ray Dennis Steckler films? They always make the various strains of fungus that live inside my telescreen very happy. I can't make any promises about the Ray Dennis Steckler films, but I can promise you that you're looking at a severe respiratory infection if you don't get rid of that fungus living inside your telly, especially if it can feel emotions like happiness. It's probably happy because it's feeding off your life force.
Life force. Now it's dark.
He ends the letter by saying, thank you for all you do. Kelly Lute. I'll read a few more letters later on in the show. But for now, it's time to continue with Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre.
I'm stuck in Texas, baby, trying to get back home. I'm stuck in Texas, baby, trying to get back home.
So what war were you in? You're not a member of this club. You're the hottest thing to walk in here since the rummage sale. How about you and me going out in the back, you know, a little hanky-panky. You want to have sex with me? I can still get it up. Listen, I got Viagra and I got Cialis, you know, so we go in the back room. I think, you know, sex is on my Medicare card now.
Get me a gin and tonic, please. I mean, make it a Shirley Temple.
You gotta start like playing boat shows because rich chicks like boat shows. Rich chicks are hot. Yeah, but I can't swim.
Wow, Liza. Drool much?
What are you talking about, miss? I want everything that everyone else has. You've been drooling over him since you saw him as well.
Well, what makes you so sure that he wants you? Maybe he wants me. I am a ravenous blonde bombshell after all.
Linda, you stay the fuck away from him. You only want him because you know I like him, you little bitch.
You can't handle a little competition. I can get any guy I want and it makes you venomously jealous.
You're just a little whore who sells her body off to the highest bidder. Mickey would never go for you. He could see right through your act.
Yeah, well, we'll see about that, you little bitch.
Are you fucking kidding me? Men are so not worth fighting over. I learned that lesson when I was a nurse. Women were always fighting over the wealthiest with the best looking doctor. Bitches were like wolves coming in for the kill. It made you sick to your stomach.
I'm starting to feel sick to my stomach.
Look, the band is going to play.
The band's going to play. I've got to announce them.
It's gonna be out in 5. You like that? That's show for 5 minutes. Sorry, man, it's not that. What the hell? Both of you guys aren't feeling well at the same time?
I think it was Mickey's mom's tuna casserole.
No, you know what I think it was? You guys were retarded and snorted Ambisol and drank Jack Daniels. Okay? Yeah, no, that's your fault. Oh, man. Come on, let's go. You've got 5.
Bring my tea on stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those who haven't decided on their gender yet, the Jonas Brothers at the Senior Citizen Center. Miley Cyrus used to open for them, but her mother made her stop. Grunge rock, punk rock, no, they have their own subgenre. It's called garbage rock. They used to be known as the Dumpsters. Their acting was so bad, the only groupies they could get had a thing for lepers. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, let me present Vampire Godzilla.
Hey Creepers! Do you have a question for Lilith? Or maybe you'd like to join the Mondo Creepy fan club? We're all over the internet. Email us at mondocreepytv@gmail.com. Or you can find us at Twitter at MondoCreepy and Instagram at MondoCreepyTV. Who knows? I might even read your message on the air.
Hey, old friend.
Let's get into some interesting facts about this movie, guys.
No, wait. Let her know what she's working with. That's the way to do it in a loving way.
Hey guys, welcome back to Android Vision.
Don't ever trust a girl man with a puppy in the park.
What'll they do next?
Weren't you working on a comic or something once?
I'm still working on it.
What's it about again?
It's about a group of 19-year-olds that fight a huge demon that attacks their town.
I feel like I've heard about that before. Are there zombies in it?
No, not everything has to have zombies.
10 years ago, Jane, it was insane. Aren't you even curious about what it all meant?
No,
You know what today is, right?
Yeah, obviously. Hey, it's only 364 days till you're 30.
Is that all you got?
Clearly, you're possessed by a demon.
The dead will carry me. The living will feed me. Even amongst these dying creatures, you are ghosts.
It's your midnight movie mistress, Lilith Von Bloodworth. I'm just doing a little straightening up around here while watching a film that was actually made during the last decade, for a change. Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, a film that cast aside the outdated concept of male validation while exemplifying the womanly bonds of sisterhood.
I can get any guy I want and it makes you venomously jealous.
You're just a little whore who sells her body off to the highest bidder.
Louisa May Alcott could not have written it any better. On that note, it's time to jump back into the next reel. If you pay close attention, you'll understand why you should never buy standing room only concert tickets from a scalper. It just goes to show you that some people really are willing to give their arm and leg to see their favorite bands. Let us now return to Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, right here on Mondo Creepy.
We're coming to you from beyond the grave. Boy, our arms tired. All right. What happened to Chainsaw Mike and Johnny Severed Goat's Head? What happened to everybody?
Everything's gonna be okay, Mickey. We just have to go somewhere safe where we can hole up for a while and watch the news and find out exactly what we're up against.
Yeah, well, we certainly can't stay here very long because that door will never take the weight of those whatever they are.
Whoa, this is just like the zombies ate my neighbors. It's a video game I play. Wait a minute, you guys, good. It's the Zombie Holocaust Survival Guide.
Huh? It's a guy.
Yeah, oh, it's a guide.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay, all right, let's see what it says. Okay. Stay in a fortified place, like a basement. Lie low, watch the television and radio broadcasts. Board up the windows and the doors. Under no circumstances go to any shopping malls. And just sit tight and wait for the helicopters to arrive.
Well, that sounds like that would work in the movies, but this is real life.
What choice do we have?
Death. She deserves it. I'm letting her in. Liza, no! Get off me! Come on! Help me!
Yeah, baby.
I know a safe place where we can go.
How do we know that we can trust you?
My brother, he's a doctor. He lives really close to here. If the streets aren't plagued with these things yet, we can make it.
I don't trust doctors. They're all womanizing married men who have 14 gold-digging mistresses.
My brother's gay.
Doctors help people. Well, what choice do we have? Come on, let's go up these stairs. There must be a way out up there. Come on, go.
There's my car. Come on, we can all fit.
Come on, Liza. I'm protecting from the Sandry Clear, old lady. You better know how to drive this car.
Hey there, creepers! Before we break, I once again have the pleasure of presenting another exclusive interview with an award-winning A-list actor. Throughout a 40-year career, he's been many things: a criminal, a drunk, a vampire, as well as an occasional superhero. He's also an Oscar winner. But more importantly, he's a national treasure. Of course, I'm talking about the incomparable Nicolas Cage. In the past few years, he's enthusiastically jumped in with both feet into the world of genre filmmaking and is currently on a hot streak of well-received horror films, which is what makes him the perfect subject for the next horrible interview. Nick, it's an honor to be sitting across from you. Are you ready to answer some hard-hitting questions?
Let's be down and dirty. Let's be, punk rock or jazz rock or whatever it was.
I've seen you hug Vince Neil from Motley Crue, so let's stick with whatever.
It's all good.
You almost played the Tiger King, Joe Exotic, in a planned miniseries that was just cancelled. What weirdo method acting things have you done to prepare for the role?
I'm going nuts and I'm high on coke.
Right, and I'm not drunk as I'm talking to you. Yeah, this interview is already going off the tracks.
Well, that's good. Let's go with the keep that going.
Let's talk about me for a moment. I heard that you've actually seen the show. What did you think of the last episode?
Your performance was like watching a 2-hour car accident.
Ah, you really have watched the show.
I didn't sleep for a week after I saw that.
Thanks for coming on the show, Nick.
And I'm not even sure I could do it again. I'm not sure I could.
There's more of Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre on the way. After these messages, we'll be right back.
Don't fuck with Joe Lansdale.
He's a great writer who can kill you not only with words, but with his hands.
The most well-known unknown author.
Joe R. Mother Lansdale.
Joe Lansdale is a genre unto himself.
Joe's unique contribution to popular culture is clearly the Hap and Leonard mystery series. But I would say it's so hard to pick a favorite work, The Magic Wagon.
Bubba Hotep.
The Drive-In.
I may be the only person who ever did a Tarzan novel with Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Joe Lansdale doesn't give about your expectations about what a mystery novel should be, or a thriller novel, or a horror novel, or a Victorian science fiction novel.
When I was trying to come up with stories, my wife would make the least healthy popcorn ever made in the universe. It would give me weird nightmares. Get up the next morning and write them, and it was always a story I could write in one day and I'd sell them. Every one of them.
He's like the old guy on the porch who says, sit on back and I'll tell you a story, but also the old guy has already done some mescaline.
You've had one crazy life, Joe.
I had an interesting one.
If you've read Joe Lansdale, you love Joe Lansdale.
Joe can actually kick somebody's ass. He'll take you out.
A movie is coming. A movie that was made by maniacs for maniacs. Don't watch it, because if you do, you'll become a maniac too. Beware the wet ones.
Welcome back to Mondo Creepy. I'm your darling demonic diva of darkness, Lilith Von Bloodworth. Tonight, we're watching Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre. Why? Because we're like a bartender that serves nothing but the best top shelf liquor to you, our viewers.
These drinks are way too dry. Don't be such a goddamn lady with the vermouth.
Good idea. I'm going to top off my glass as you man up and go back to the film. See you on the flip side.
Oh my god, sister. Look, worse than that time you caught that vaginal staph infection from getting double-fisted? That guy with filthy hands?
Brother, haven't you heard they're brain-hungry, bloodthirsty zombies all over Wormwood? I barely escaped with my life.
Oh, I see you had to bring these trainees with you?
Reformed schoolgirls. I mean, Ghoul Scouts. Anyway, I've also got the notorious vampire Godzillas, the surviving members anyway. We're hoping to stay safe from further zombie attacks in your fortified lair.
Of course, please. I'm in. Where am I now? Patsy! Patsy, get down here. There are guests to be attended to.
This is Liza, doctor. Linda, doctor. Wendy, doctor. Sherry, doctor. And this is Billy, doctor. And Mickey, doctor.
Nice to meet you. This thing right here, this is Patsy, my manservant. He should be taking care of all of your needs, huh? Let me know if he looks you in the eyes. He knows he's not supposed to do that. Right, Patsy? Patsy, I need you to go get some boards and some nails from the workshop. Start boarding up these windows, huh? And then go fetch us some cocktails from the wet bar. Chop, chop.
Yes, doctor.
Chop, chop.
Right away.
Patsy, you're taking entirely too long, as usual. Ah! These drinks are way too dry. Don't be such a goddamn lady with the vermouth. Listen, I want you to go and put ribbons on the necks of all the baby bunnies in the Zac Efron room. And shave their little ears again. And then report back to me immediately. Sorry, I have to apologize to you for the behavior of that manservant, Patsy. You know, one of my more charitable acts is to hire the fucking retarded. I mean mentally challenged. We get a little bit of a break with our partnership with Walmart. But please, drink up. Come in. Make yourselves comfortable. Okay? Need anything you need, you let me know. Throw something at Patsy, get his attention. You know, you're sitting here in the world-famous Jungle Room. You know, this very room has been featured in Harper's Bazaar, Condé Nast, Italian Vogue, International Leatherman's Quarterly, as you probably know. And we have Patsy's Dungeon. It's where most of the little paperwork things get done. Upstairs, we have the David Bowie room, the Freddie Mercury room, the Mark Bolan room. Down the hall over here and to the left, is the Keanu Reeves room, the Zac Efron room, and the Justin Bieber room. You know, the party room.
So, what's like downstairs?
Well, downstairs is my laboratory, where I'm coming up for countless cures to horrible diseases. Just Crohn's disease, Lou Gehrig's disease, restless leg syndrome, several nasty strains of hepatitis, unnecessary amounts of anal discharge, jock itch. Oh, and I'm also being applauded for my work helping the poor lepers of Uzbekistan.
Wow, you are quite a humanitarian.
How about coming up with a cure for this crazy zombie mess before it spreads throughout the world?
That's an excellent idea, young man. You know, autoimmune diseases are my specialty, as it pertains disorders. And flesh-eating bacteria of New Guinea.
Oh, doctor, it says in my Zombie Holocaust Survival Guide that zombieism is a result of several possible scenarios. Industrial waste exposure, radiation from satellites, exposure to toxic waste, the end of the world, doomsday.
What are zombies?
Well, I'm sure there's a very scientific explanation for all of it. My sister and I were going to get to the bottom of it. If you just would make yourselves comfortable. Excuse me.
Well, of course. Thank you, doctor.
That's...
I think this is our chance to get out of here. If we stay here, we're just sitting ducks. Cassandra went upstairs. We can get out of here for good. No one will even notice.
Linda, are you crazy? Patsy's boarding everything up. This is the safest place we can stay for the night. In the morning, we'll reassess.
Liza, you've never lived in the real world. These two, Cassandra and her doctor brother, they're up to no good. I can feel it. Now's our chance to jump ship. We can go to somewhere else and just wait it out there. Here, we don't stand a chance.
I kind of agree with Linda. I don't trust this Claw character any further than I can throw him. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if he's listening to our conversation right now.
Okay, paranoid people. Tell me, where are we gonna run to then?
We can go somewhere safe and fortified, like a basement.
Or a shopping mall.
Or a bar.
We could go to the basement of the bar in the mall. Like the one at Ruby Tuesdays. That's where I used to go watch Lost.
Great idea, Wendy.
You know, the zombie survival guide doesn't say anything about the basement of shopping mall bars. Oh, but dude, there is that sweet-ass role-playing store nearby.
You guys are all getting ahead of yourselves. Bill, what does the book say to do when you're already in a fortified lair?
Fortified lair, fortified lair, fortified lair.
Book doesn't know anything. Now who's with me? I say we leave before they come back downstairs.
Well, I can kind of see
For
where she has
God's
a
sakes,
point.
Linda! You're always trying to sabotage me. You're always trying to control every situation, and I'm sick of it.
Who's trying to control what, you little bitch?
I got it. I got it.
Bill is trying to say something.
Fortified lair. Fortified lair. Stay in a fortified lair for as long as you can. Turn on the television and do everything the news anchors tell you to do.
For those of you just tuning in, the government has not released any official explanation for the phenomenon, which started in Bergen County, New Jersey, of the dead walking around eating the living. We strongly advise you to stay put and not leave your house, to lock windows and doors, and to stay put. Stay tuned for further updates.
See? I told you we should stay here. What do the news people know anyway? I still think it's safer in the basement of Fridays. Ruby Tuesdays. Whatever.
The Zombie Survival Guide. Complete protection from the living dead. Oh, hello. At first, I didn't think that the Zombie Survival Guide would have anything to tell me that I didn't already know. But I have to agree with Bill. When the inevitable zombie apocalypse begins, you should stay in a fortified lair as long as possible. But that bit about watching the news is absolute rubbish. You already know that the world is in peril. There really isn't any point in watching some talking head spew misinformation and false hope. My advice, don't watch the news, watch films instead. Specifically, you should watch the uncut and uncensored version of Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre on DVD. It's got all of the boobs, blood, and laughs to make you forget that civilization and everyone you know are done for. Just go to ghoulscoutthemovie.com and buy your copy before it's too late. Even I have one ready to go for when the proverbial fecal matter hits the fan. Now, if I only had a DVD player. There must be like a dozen VHS players in here. I swear, it's like I'm living in that episode of The Twilight Zone. Which one? The one with the ironic twist ending where everything sucks. The one with Peter Falk or Carol Burnett. I always get them confused. Anyway, it's time for a much needed break. As you're watching these important messages, I'm going to use the Google and get this sorted once and for all. Don't you dare move. Mondo Creepy shall return.
An original series coming soon to Trauma Now.
And welcome to Monster Kill.
Every show, a new film. With your host, Luann and Double Dementia.
You're a piece of shit. No, I'm not.
A tale of terror.
Fly snake attack. Where somehow snakes learn how to fly. And then they go and bite people's nuts.
Romance.
Groom of the Bigfoot. We're a group of assholes. Fuck, get fucked, and get killed.
A sci-fi thriller.
Mermaiders from outer space. They are half mermaid, half cyborg, and all women.
Monster Kill.
Fuck you, you fucking fuck!
Subscribe now to Trauma Now.
Welcome back, valued viewers, that are mostly comprised of men in the 35 to 49-year-old demographic who are fond of nostalgia. Tonight, we are watching Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre. Speaking of nostalgia, up next, it's the story of 6 strangers forced to live in a house and have their lives taped. Only to find out what happens when people stop being polite and start getting real.
I am so tired of French kissing my best friend.
Save it for the confessional booth, pal. And now, back to Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, right here on Mondo Creepy.
Oh, come on. The news has become so sensational. There's gotta be something else on, like the Spice Channel or something.
Hey, the doors and the windows are all boarded up. I think we're perfectly safe. I don't see why we can't enjoy ourselves a little.
Well, you have a point. We're definitely in for the night, and there's nothing left to do until morning.
Okay, you know what? Clearly this bottle is possessed because I am so tired of French kissing my best friend. Thank God for Cinnamons. Let's try Truth or Dare. Who wants to go first?
I will.
Okay. Let's see what you made of.
Liza. Truth or dare? Truth. Have you ever been fired from an airline stewardess job? Linda,
Don't you
for
dare.
being an incompetent drunk, stealing vodka and vomiting in your uniform? Fuck you!
Liza, it's okay. I've been in love with you ever since my family's trip to Disneyland, which was tragically cut short when my father fell into a coma after being served the wrong drink, but that doesn't matter because he was a bastard anyway.
I love you too.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, stop, 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 okay? You guys are ruining my life. And by that I mean this game with your how to lose a guy in 10 days crap, all right? If I am ever to feel the welcoming embrace of a glistening vulva any time in my life, I'm gonna have to take serious control of this situation, okay? So, Sherry. Truth or dare?
Truth. Kidding. Dare.
I dare you to kiss me on the mouth with tongue.
Wow. Is that it? I thought you were gonna amp this up.
Have me put a cock ring on a rubber chicken. Or 10 minutes with me in the closet so I can prove I'm blowjob to Queen of the East Coast. Or, who knows, maybe even tie a cherry string to my lips. Do you want to be blindfolded?
Yeah.
Baby, trying to get back home. I was back in Louisiana, but every goodbye ain't gone. I try to tell you, Austin ain't my home.
Okay, that's enough for you, birthday boy.
I try to tell you, Austin ain't my home.
Wendy. Truth or dare?
Which one is the dare?
Dare.
Okay, dare.
I dare you to go downstairs and see what Dr. Dogood and Ms. Preggers are really up to in their top secret laboratory.
Actually, that's a good idea. I've been wondering what those guys have been up to.
Okay.
Wendy, be careful.
I'll be fine. I used to play lots of this game with the high school football team when I was in middle school. Go, Bear Tigers.
Now you know, sister, that I'm evil. In fact, I'm one of the most evil doctors the world has ever known. But the zombie epidemic, it's not my evil doing. The serum I created would have turned red-blooded American hipster boys into my own personal lobotomized sex slaves. Not these gnarled two-dick eaters. I shudder to think. This Mickey and Bill you have brought me. If I can perfect my serum, I can use the two of them as my human guinea pigs.
Well, we've got to do something about that plague of zombies. Isn't there some kind of anti-serum you can come up with?
Perhaps. Well, all I'd have to do is take some stem cells from the umbilical cord of that unborn baby, run it through my piscometer, and there might very well be a way out of this mess. And I can perfect the serum, and then rule the world. My power will be strong and elite.
And then we can open up a whole legion of dress barns, and maybe a fashion bubble, maybe even a mermaid.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. We still have those training sluts to get out of the way.
Reform school girls, Ghoul Scouts.
Yeah. And then Mickey and Bill will forever be in my control. By morning, I should have the antidote. And then I can have the serum perfected. I still don't understand what it is I did wrong. But by the morning, everything will be perfect. In the meantime, we still have to get rid of these sluts.
Starting with that troublemaker, Liza. Perhaps we can feed her to your tied up zombies over here.
I like your thinking, sis. And I know Father would be proud too.
You can do it.
We can help.
You can do it. We
can
can
help.
You
You can do it. We can help. Fashion out of fraction. What was that?
Look, we're about to do the thing. We actually have a real film for a change. This could be a massive big deal for us, yeah? Stay focused and get ready for when I give the cue. Yeah, can you handle that? I'll give you a Ghoul Scout cookie if you don't screw this up. Deal? There's so much happening to these 4 young women. Liza has found true love for the first time in her life. Sherry is acting like the take-charge tough girl that she is. Linda is still a conceited bitch. And it looks like lovable, naive Wendy is in a bit of a pickle. All while Miss Bush tries to make sure that they keep their uniforms clean, so to speak. It's like watching a demented version of the facts of life. I said, it's like watching a demented version of the facts of life. Just roll the bloody clip.
You take the good, you take the bad, you take them both, and there you have the facts of life. The facts of life. There's a time you gotta go and show you grow, and now you know about the facts of life. The facts of life. When the world never seems to be living up to your dreams, and suddenly you're finding out the facts of life are all about you. It takes a lot to get them right when you're learning the facts of life. Learning the facts of life. Learning the facts of life.
Truer words have never been sung. There's a time that you've got to go and show these messages. And that time is now. There's more of Mondo Creepy on the way.
What's going on? Welcome to the party, pal!
Why would I choose the pre-dawn hours here in Fort Lauderdale to speak to you? It's where the darkness meets the light, and where you finally see the shadow of the Sunshine State.
Welcome back, creepers. We're watching Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre. Brilliant name, eh? You know, I've watched a lot of films about the inevitable zombie apocalypse. But if there's one thing that tonight's film has taught me, is that you're never too busy protecting yourself from the undead to stop and enjoy a good cheese platter. And now, here's more of Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre.
Wendy? Is that you?
Oh my god! The doctor's killing her!
What?
You guys, arm yourselves with the hors d'oeuvre cutlery. Let's go, come on.
She's gonna turn into one of them.
You guys, Zombie Holocaust Survival Guide. Chapter 1, if someone is bitten by a zombie, you have to kill them or they'll turn into a zombie.
It's all my fault. Cassandra. Clips.
No, it's nobody's fault. It's just a terrible, terrible accident, and I'll do it.
Let me do this.
No,
Jesus Christ! Patsy? What are you doing out of your cage? Get back in that dungeon and finish your paperwork! No one asked you to be here. March!
You're the master.
Why is he so mean to that retarded guy? He saved our lives. I'm gonna retire back to my laboratory. Someone has to continue this tireless search to find an antidote. If anyone needs me.
Alright, listen up, cunts. Your friend damn near just got us killed. Fun time is over. If you're gonna call this place your home, you're gonna have to continue by my rules. We gotta initiate zombie watch, sleeping shifts.
Told you we should have went to the basement of the bar at the mall.
Fridays. No, it was Tuesdays. It was Ruby Tuesdays. Near the role-playing game store. That's where she would go to watch Lost.
We should all draw straws to see the order in which we should do the zombie watch. Each of us can take a 4-hour shift.
Great idea, babe.
Yeah, you're right.
Wow.
Gee,
Thanks.
Thanks.
Looking good, Patsy.
Oh, I'm always getting the short end of the straw. I'll see you at 4 a.m.
Are there?
Well, it looks like there's 2 here, and there's another one down the hall. So me and Liza can share because we're in love and stuff, and you guys can have separate rooms.
Where you go, wonderful boy. You didn't think we'd be the only ones in this house not getting any, did you?
Huh? What did you?
No.
Bet your sweet ass.
Whoa, Freddy lives. From the moment I first saw you in your flight attendant uniform, serving ginger ale to sunburnt tourists, I knew you were meant to be my D&D fantasy girl. The Joni to my Chachi, the pawn to knight 7 takes queen to rook 4, my princess in another castle, my April the reporter with red hair. You're like the cheerleader in Revenge of the Nerds, although I didn't need a Darth Vader mask to take you home.
Nikki, I love you, but we've only got 4 hours and you are on your way to taking up 3.5 of them.
It's so sad that we've just lost Wendy. I'm sure that her friends will keep her memory deep in their hearts as they all get laid in the very house where she died. Just moments later, while her blood is still warm and all over the sofa. Well, I think a break is in order as we pour some out for our dead homie. We'll be right back. What? Wait, you literally want me to pour some of this out? This is quality stuff. No, I don't think so. Nope.
Prepare yourself for the most intensely bananas motion picture of our time. Psycho Ape. Primate movies have come and gone. This is also a movie. Psycho Ape, a bloodthirsty banana butcher with revenge in his veins, stabbing his way into your heart. Can anyone escape the slaughter of Psycho Ape? The motion picture some people are talking about, with a budget of pocket lint and a cast of verbal commitments. Psycho Ape will leave you breathless. Literally. Psycho Ape. Coming soon.
Summer 1985, Elkridge, Illinois. An evil force emerged and began hunting down the senior class in alphabetical order.
I say it's finally time we put an end to this thing.
Zeke enlisted the help of a mysterious Jane Doe with telekinetic powers. The duo vowed to stop the evil in its tracks by facing the fear head-on.
Stories of battle.
They're calling them freak accidents.
You have no idea what you're getting into.
100 years later, the curse was set to take place. Your graduating class.
That mansion has evil everywhere.
We now return to tonight's film, Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre.
It's my little jailbird. I didn't want you to have to be down here all alone.
I don't feel so well.
know, something that'll make you feel better.
No, seriously, I feel like total shit.
You know, you were always my favorite, Linda. After all this is over, I'm gonna let you manage all my chain stories.
That's really nice of you, Cassandra, but I just need to be left alone.
I can't leave you alone right now, Linda. Not with you not feeling good and all. Just rub your shoulders. Make you feel much better. Oh, Linda, you were such a hot little cheerleader when you came to our school. Always held out the most hope for you. Feisty little one. I thought you weren't feeling well.
What's your favorite song?
Oh shit. Jesus God, no.
Lago's got a show. Oh, we don't gotta do anything at all. We can play a game. Doesn't cost a thing. I'll dress up like Superman. Everything I want and more. 'Cause love is all you need at the end of the day. Say you won't be mad. Well, maybe I just quit my job. You're crazy. We've been saving it for a while. That place never was your style. I got bigger dreams. Let's leave it today. Your plan, a romance is easy to find.
Nikki, you're not like other men. Do you know that?
Yeah?
Am I like other women you've had?
No. Not like any of them.
I love you.
I love you too.
Coming to get you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're ignorant.
They're coming for you, Barbara.
Stop it! You're acting like a child.
They're coming for you. Look, there comes one of them now.
We should get some sleep before I have to go replace Linda.
Yeah. Okay, babe.
Good night.
Good night.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck me, Sherry.
Oh, Billy. Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Oh. What the fuck? Fuck! Oh, fucking
When we return, I'll read another piece of viewer email, and we'll also celebrate the miracle of life. I think that we could all use a little bathroom break right about now. Mondo Creepy shall return in a moment. Please don't forget to wash your hands. Again.
Murder?
Thought we had this place cordoned off. You got credentials, lady, or a good reason for being here?
Look, Inspector, a lot of people read my articles and they get upset that the whole neighborhood's full of decent people are living in fear. And a couple of those people might try to do something about it. And one of them might actually make your job easier.
Scratch a reporter or find an idealist, right?
Scratch a cop, find a cynic.
Suddenly, time is not important at all, given the fact that it only exists in your mind. Have a fantastic time with over 1 million colors. Make time the timely way with Infochammel.
Once upon a time, a great warrior, Chibuka Omumbare, died in Uganda Bunyoro conflicts. Years later,
I'm the Rio, Chibuka Omumbare.
ISAAK Ninja, a savior. The great grandson of Chibuka Omumbare. Lindelira.
Greeting once again, creepers. It's me, Lilith Von Bloodworth, your midnight movie mistress that's got more than a handful of your two favorite things, horror films and comedy. As promised, it's now time for another piece of viewer email. So let's see what we've got. Well, what a pleasant surprise. This next email is from a celebrity, Mr. Eddie Spaghetti, the star of Here Lies on channel OSI 74. And he writes, Dear Lilith, hope you are doing well. The world is a very weird place right now. UFOs, pandemics, and everything else that is not cool. What I can confirm that is cool is you. Mondo Creepy is good fun. And I love your aesthetics. Well, that's rude. Aesthetics. Oh, so that's how it's spelled. I admire the fact that you're using Windows 95. How many times have you watched that Weezer video that came with your copy? I've seen it a few times, but I never understood any of the references at the time. Like my parents would go ape shit because of the Happy Days reference. And I never got what it all had to do with Buddy Holly. We'll do lunch. Signed, Eddie Spaghetti. Thank you for your letter, Mr. Spaghetti. Yes, the computer here at the video store is very old and it runs on Windows 1995. For those of you that don't know or are too young to remember, a file of Weezer's Buddy Holly video came packed in it with every copy of Windows 95. In fact, I do believe that I have the clip right here, ready to go. They just haven't been the same since Matt Sharp left the band. Anyway, enough of that. It's time to jump back into tonight's film, Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, right here on Mondo Creepy.
It's time for me to replace Linda.
Okay, babe. I'll go with you. I don't want you to be alone.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I don't want to be alone either.
Holy shit!
What is that?
Oh my god!
I'll take the bitch. You take the baby.
What should I do with it?
I don't know. Pull it out the window or something.
Damn it, Patsy! I'm at my wit's end. I've been up all night trying to create this blessed antidote. I just don't understand what it is I could have possibly done wrong.
Oh, doctor, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. Come put your head on Patsy's shoulder.
Oh, Patsy. You've always been there for me when I needed you. Patsy, I treated you terribly. I've taken advantage of you. You're so special.
No, doctor, no, you haven't.
Oh, but I have. What's more, Patsy, I love you. I've been looking for love in all these tight-pantsed indie rock hipster boys, and I never stopped to see what was right in front of my own face. Now, I've created a mess that even my genius mind can't figure a way out of.
Oh, Doctor. Oh, God.
Patsy, there's no need to speak. I can tell by the look in your eyes that you feel the same way. Even though your asshole is small, your heart is as big as the oceans combined. I'll pack our bags. You go tell Cassandra that we're leaving. Leaving and we're never coming back. I have a boat, and I know of an island we can escape to.
Okay, Doctor, but also...
Patsy, whatever it is, Patsy, it's gonna have to wait. Those boards and nails, they're not gonna hold the zombies out for much longer.
Okay, Doctor, right away.
Mr. Puggles,
Yes?
I love you.
Why, God? Why? Why? Why?
You will all respect the bringer of the truth, the lover of light and life, the true hipster apocalypse. The world no longer welcomes boys with tight pants and trust funds. You will all suffer the wrath of Patsy.
Wild, crazy and off the wall, dark ditties from down under. From dark divas to crazed post-apocalyptic preachers to alien invasions and dangerous quack doctors. From the garbage-strewn alleys of St Kilda to leprechauns and fairies. You'll cringe at bondage sessions gone wrong and lament the decay of Western civilization. You'll be amazed, enthralled by all of this and more in Dark Ditties from Down Under.
Phoenix Comics and Toys. Hello, creeps. Get your one-of-a-kind custom horror host figurines. That's right, kiddies. Oh, you can find hosts like the Keymaster, Mummy and the Monkey. I just love that name. Mr. Lobo, or even Carlos Borloff's Monster Madhouse. Tell him your bony little friend, the Crypt Keeper, sent you. It won't get you a discount, but it might get you killed. Phoenix Comics and Toys.
Hello, it's your titillating temptress on the telly, Lilith Von Bloodworth. We're just about to reach the climax of tonight's film, Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre, where the light will finally shine on the darkest of secrets and the truth shall be laid bare.
I'm one of these boys sucking cock, not eating flesh.
Let's play a little game, yes? Will Dr. Claw, A, become the Larry Flint of indie rock boy porn? B, win the Nobel Prize for solving world hunger? Or C, make the most successful OnlyFans page of all time and have a public school named in his honor? The answer is just moments away from revealing itself. Let us now return to the penultimate chapter of Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre.
Zombies are getting in. We gotta get out of here.
Hey, babe.
Let's see where this leads.
Oh, they're in here too.
It's alright. They're chained up. Is he keeping them as pets?
Maybe he caught some of these things and he's using them to work on the antidote.
That doesn't explain their wardrobe.
This is Dr. Claw's top secret laboratory.
You're gonna have to come over here and take a look at this. Hey! I know that guy. He's in that all-naked cover band, Nudist Priest. And that's the guy in the lispy Black Flag cover band. Black Flag. That's Johnny Silver Goat's Head. And that's Chainsaw Mike. But that means...
Nikki! I will hold the highest ethics no matter what the situation. I will never eat the merchandise under any circumstances. Bullshit! That Miss Bush had us selling tagadongs and thin clips that turns people into zombies!
Why would she do that? Did she have some kind of death wish?
It must have been the doctor. He's responsible. Look, it's all here in black and white. It makes perfect sense. You and Bill didn't eat any of the cookies.
Then my dairy allergy saved my life. But Johnny Severed Goat's Head and Chainsaw Mike were my best friends, and it's this guy who's responsible.
Right. This doctor is pure evil, and I sensed it the moment I saw him.
I am not pure evil. I'm just a sad little man who likes boys in tight jeans and ironic band t-shirts. I never wanted any of this. I just wanted some beautiful boys for my legitimate adult entertainment business.
You killed Johnny Severed Goat's Head. And you killed Chainsaw Mike. And you turned my best friend, Bill Firewire, into a half-eaten zombie torso. You're a pathetic, sick little worm of a man, Doctor. And you deserve nothing less than to be...
Bill Firewire and Severed Torso! This is not my doing! Don't you understand? I wanted these boys sucking cock, not eating flesh. Besides, I'm the only one who can come up with the antidote.
He might be right, Mickey. Hold on.
I'm gonna cut this worm in two like we cut his bitch sister. Gonna decapitate him so he won't come back.
You killed Cassandra! Stop! Stop!
You like these hipsters, eh? They look like they wanna fuck you, alright. Turn around and fuck these hipsters before I fucking cut you in two!
Mickey!
You're gonna push me under this!
Fuck these hipsters before I fucking slit your throat! There's no more room on Earth. The evil doctors will join their dead sisters in hell.
What do you think he meant by that? Maybe we shouldn't have let him die. He was working on an antidote.
After he was done with this, he was a sick worm and a pervert. This world is better off without him.
I'm scared that you're angry. It's actually really sexy. I've never seen that side of you. These keys must belong to something. We can look for the car and go to the marina. I know how to hotwire boats.
Great idea, babe.
Patsy, we're getting the hell out of here if you want to come.
Where's the doctor?
Oh, about the
We
doctor.
tried to save him, but it was too late. The zombies downstairs got him.
Doctor! No! No, doctor!
Hurry up and get your stuff. We're getting out of here quick.
did you invite him? That's that worm's sidekick.
He didn't know what he was doing. He was a victim just as much as us. Can't you see that? He was just a small pawn in Dr. Claw's evil game. If we don't take him with us, it's like leaving a helpless dog here to die.
I don't know, Liza.
Trust me. Have I ever led you astray?
No, babe.
Come on, let's go.
They're not good?
He needs that!
That worm's a retired henchman. We should just leave him. He's probably gotten himself dead by now. Why should we risk our lives?
Trust me, baby. We give him 5 minutes.
I get it deeper it can be like this. Ah! We're supposed to run away together. Doctor, my love. No, it's not fair. Foul play! That dirty cricket is pretty Fred. Doctor, I will avenge your death, I will! Where's the serum? You have my word!
They didn't bite you, did they?
No, Master Mickey.
Patsy, we aren't your masters. We're your friends.
Oh, yes, Miss Liza. Friends.
For those of you keeping track, the answer to tonight's trivia question was none of the above. Dr. Claw died a well-deserved and gruesome death. You didn't actually think he was going to win a Nobel Prize, did you? We're just one break away from the thrilling conclusion of Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre. Don't you dare go anywhere.
How did you get here? The last thing I remember, I was trying to sleep. I had a bad dream. When I woke up, you weren't here. This is not a hospital. Lights won't turn on, doors will not open, and then when they do, you go through them and you're in a new place.
I know you're not what you say you are.
What are you doing here, baby?
You brought me here. Don't you remember? It's okay, Mommy. I forgive you.
That thing won't leave me alone. It won't let me leave.
She's not done here. But it's time for you to go.
And now, for your enjoyment, here is the thrilling conclusion of Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre.
Liza, darling, I was thinking about getting in a late tea time. You want to grab some oysters afterward?
Sweetie, Patsy's making dinner tonight. He's been talking about it all week. How could you forget?
Do you really think you can cook?
Apparently, when he was in that cage, he watched nothing but Emerald and Rachel Ray.
Great. Let's check it out.
It's been exactly a year since the Wormwood, New Jersey outbreak of the living dead. Experts are still befuddled as to the cause of this great disaster, which had spread as far as Brooklyn, New York. It was put down largely by a militia of low-income residents banding together. Here we have Grover, Oregon, one of the heroes of the massacre of the Bushwick Food Co-op.
You know, it was really easy to get support. My cousin Victor, who put down 12 of those motherfuckers in the produce aisle, still calls it the happiest day of his life.
Good care of Patsy.
Okay. Patsy! I had no idea. You're right.
I just don't know where to start. Thanks, Patsy.
Oh, my God.
Yes. For your memory, Doctor.
That was the greatest meal of my life.
I can't believe
Martha, you haven't even had your dessert.
Oh, I wish I could, but...
Don't worry, it's dairy-free.
Well, in that case, how can I resist?
Oh my God. Oh my God, it's so good. Bravo, Patsy. Bravo.
Patsy, what's that interesting flavor?
It's just about yeast, hon. It's just got that strange aftertaste, but you'll get used to it.
Market.
Parker.
And action.
Oh my god, sister. You look worse than after the time you lost the all ages bukkake competition. Oh my god, sister, you look awful. Have you gone on another meth-fueled anal-to-mouth binge? Oh my god, sister, you look worse than the time you got toxic shock from that whiskey and Xanax enema. Oh my god, sister, you look worse than the time you got finger banged by those homeless mole people underneath the A-train. Oh my god, sister, you look worse than the time we ran out of cups and used your vagina to play beer pong. Oh my god, sister, you look worse than the time you were the bottom at that Wiccan raccoon menstruation ritual. Of course, please, win. Win my man.
Cut.
Oh.
And so, in conclusion, my online friends, you've just watched the very first film on this program that was made in the 21st century, Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre. And just like an NFL team owner at a massage parlor, there were no happy endings to be found. Wendy never made it to the bar at TGI Fridays in the basement of the mall.
No, it was Tuesdays. It was Ruby Tuesdays. Near the role-playing game store.
Whatever. Sherry was never able to fulfill her dream of pursuing a career as a proctology nurse. Linda's checking account and her morals remained bankrupt because she was unable to blackmail another college professor ever again. Poor Bill will never level up his character and finish his D&D campaign, or get to the end of the zombie Holocaust survival guide. Somewhere out there is a dress barn in need of new ownership that will most likely go out of business because Cassandra was not there to buy it. The sexual impulses of men in Uzbekistan will continue to be repressed without the indie rock boy porn that Dr. Claw was so willing to give them. And instead of sharing their love with each other, Mickey and Liza will share their infection with the world and will most likely wipe out most of humanity. But Patsy is alive and well. In just a few years, she went on to become the Jet Ski World Cup champion. Anyway, the film is over, and that means that it's time for you to get out and go somewhere else. Anywhere else. But please do join us next time. Until then, stay creepy.